Hello everyone, and I hope everyone's having a great day and having a good week and are being productive and ready for Easter. But I want to talk about this weekend I had an online quilt retreat with my online group that I belong to called the Quilter's Way, which is moderated by Kim Jamison Hurst of Chatterbox Quilts. And this weekend we met. There were like 15, 20 of us in the group, and we meet on Zoom and we have fun and we chat and discuss our projects and ask questions and all the things, because like I had questions about Wonderfill thread because I've never used Wonderfill except once, and I thought it was great, but they have some different threads that I would like to try. We had a discussion on Trapunto because one of the members was making baby quilts with raised bears, and they were absolutely fantastic and just perfection. And but one of the other topics we got on, and it made me want to make this video to share it with everyone. As many of you know, I have an AccuQuilt with many dies. I have a Brothers Scan and Cut. I have different rulers. I have all this stuff. But as my quilting, as I have grown, I have become more and more dependent on my Martelli templates. Like I have the skinny rulers and the skinny mini rulers, which are like 1 inch wide, 1.5, 2, 2.5, so on. I have, of course, the cutting mats. I have the big one, and I have a small one, and I have a medium one, and I have one by my machine. And because I love the markings, because I had a stroke and I have vision problems, and something about this yellow and blue, I can really, really see the lines, so it's fantastic. I can't even see the lines on a green Ulfa mat, so that's why I use them, but they're absolutely great tools. But what the discussion got about, and what I want to discuss, is using pre-cuts. And I'm really getting into using pre-cuts for a while. And this is a layer cake. It's a Kona solid in, it's like a ivory or a beige or cream. But I'm getting into using more fat quarters, more pre-cuts, because my sewing is slowed down. I still enjoy it, but buying bolts it takes forever to use a bolt of fabric for me. So what I want to discuss is, if you've ever starched or pre-washed a pre-cut, sometimes they warp or deform their shapes. And I have these done. They need to be repressed, but I have these done for the dancing umbrella project I'm working on. But what I want to talk about is if these deform. These didn't, but I had some Moda ones for a Christmas project that they were just awful after, and I didn't even pre-wash them. I just starched them and pressed them, and they like became parallelograms instead of squares. So, and that's what I want to discuss, is why I love my templates. And let's just imagine that this is deformed. Well, I'm going to turn it like a little bit on an angle to make it look like it's deformed. And of course these have fuzzy cut windows, but this is a solid because I had them out. But what you can do is, if you're cutting them down, this is my 2.5 inch square. This is the 3, I think. Yeah, this is the 3 inch. But they have the no slip backing on them. So no matter what shape this piece of fabric in, here, let me get a scrap that's a funky shape. Here we go. Or like a scrap or something that's a funky shape. And you're like, does it fit or something? And you can just lay that template on it and you can turn it. And you can, you can set it any way you want. It doesn't have to be like perfectly straight. And I'm going to put it back on the white so you can see the black. Because no matter the shape of the fabric or the angle of the fabric, you can turn these and they will stay. And then you cut around the edge and you get your, because once you pull them out, you're going to have a perfect square no matter if this piece or this piece or perfect fabric is a perfect square. And that's what I like about it, because it makes it a no-brainer thought behind it. And I think that's important, is that we enjoy and we don't spend 15 hours trying to figure out, can I use this piece of fabric? How can I cut this fabric? Because like this piece of fabric right here, let's put it here. That piece isn't gonna, that side isn't gonna work, but this side will work. And I'm gonna get one square out of it. So I have one 3-inch square that I can cut out of this. And it just makes it quick and easy and no-brainer. And no matter the shape, the deformity of your fabric, you can use these, because even though this is small, here we go. This is what's great. I can put this at just a little bit of an angle like this. And I can turn this with the fabric and cut all sides, and it will maintain a perfect square. So you don't have to think about it. And these are not inexpensive, but they're not like, oh my goodness. So, and you can buy them in smaller sets. They have the smaller ones, and they have the bigger ones, and they have the evens, and they have the odds, and the odds are the 1/2 inch. And so, but they last forever. And this no slip material, I don't know what this stuff is, but it's a miracle. So, because and it's also great for me because if I set my hand here, it's fine. But if I hold it, you can see my hand shake. And I'm really bad with slipping my rulers and moving my fabric at the last minute. And that's what I like about these. And they have diamonds and hexagons. And no matter what the shape, you just pop it on there and you cut. So they're absolutely fantastic. And I think they're well worth the money. And that's why I praise Martelli so often and so much, because with my shaky hands, my bad vision, I don't misread the markings, because this has in big letters on the top 3 inches. There it is. 3 inches. So I know when I put this on there, I'm going to get a 3-inch square. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to match lines. I don't have to match my cutting mat. I don't have to do anything. I just have to lay it on the fabric and cut around the edges. So I want everyone to have a great Easter weekend and be safe and have a great time. And I look forward to seeing your projects in the group. Everyone have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye.